Hi all, a beautiful welcome to you with yet another presentation from EdSpell Education. Before getting into today's topic, please subscribe to EdSpell Education and get notification whenever a new video is posted. So shall we begin? Yes, today's topic is linear equations, a quite interesting one, right? As far as I know, generally students do not have a great opinion on linear equations. They get scared, right? But I'm sure you'll change your opinion at the end of this presentation. I'm going to give you 3 golden rules to follow so that you can master linear equations. Ready? Yes, friends. So as I've already told you, algebra is not at all hard. It just requires some basic understanding of few terms. Algebra is just numbers and operations, or in the other terms, elements of a set and something you can do with them according to some rules. So if you start beginning with these basic things, it's quite easy to start with equations. So let's learn the first topic here, that is algebraic expression. So what is an algebraic expression is, it is a combination of variables, constants and few mathematical operators that are performed on these variables and constants. Variables may be represented in the form of letters, symbols or words like x, y, p, q, r, right? What are constants? They are just numbers like 20, 15, 17, 19, 100 and so on. What are operators? Mathematical operators. It's used for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Quite simple, right? Hi friends, let us now learn what an equation is. An equation is nothing but a representation of two expressions that are equal. Now look at the example, 2 plus 4 equals 3 plus 3. Here the sum on both the sides of the equal to sign is 6. Hence, 6 can be written as 2 plus 4 or 3 plus 3. Similarly, 14 can be written as 5 plus 9 or 8 plus 6. When you apply subtraction, 18 minus 4 equals 14, 7 minus 3 equals 4. Now all of these equations we just looked at were true equations because the expression on the left hand side was equal to the expression on the right hand side. Right? Now all of the equations we just looked have only numbers in it, but most equations include a variable too. For example, the equation 2 plus x equals 6 has a variable in it. So whenever we have an equation like this with a variable, we call it an algebraic equation. For an algebraic equation, our goal is usually to figure out what value of variable will make it a true equation. For the equation 5 plus y equals 15, notice how y equals 10 creates a true equation and x equals 4 creates a true equation for this algebraic equation. Hope we have made what an algebraic equation clear to you all. Let's get a small recap of the Friends, there is a difference between algebraic equation and an expression. The expression is defined as a phrase that groups constants, letters or their combination joined by operators to represent the value of something. An expression can be arithmetic, algebraic or analytical. As it does not contain any equal to sign, it does not show any relationship. Hence it is nothing like left hand side or right hand side. An expression can be simplified by combining the like terms, or it can be evaluated inserting values in place of the variables to arrive at a numerical value. Here the example is 2x plus 32 minus x by 2 minus 22. So we evaluate this expression and we obtain 3x by 2 plus 10 as the answer, right? Now, on the other hand, the term equation means a statement of equality. It's a sentence in which two expressions are placed equal to one another. In order to satisfy an equation, it is important to determine the value of variable concerned. This is known as the solution or root of the equation. Here we have the equation 5x plus 45 plus 5 by 9 equals 2x minus 20. Here there are two algebraic expressions. 5x plus 45 plus 5 by 9 as one expression and 2x minus 20 is the another expression. We solve and find the value of x for which these two expressions are equal. Hope you have got the difference between an algebraic expression and equation right. Friends, I am going to tell you a secret now. Golden rule number 1 to master linear equations. Now, word problems in math often pose a challenge because they require that students read and comprehend the text of the problem, identify the question that needs to be answered, and finally create and solve a numerical equation. Right? If a student is learning English as a second language, he might not yet know the key terminology needed to solve the equation. For this reason, I strongly recommend that students learn key terminologies prior to attempting to solve mathematical word problems. This is golden rule number 1, dear students. Please make a note of it. Friends, let us now learn what the degree of a polynomial is. Polynomial is nothing but an equation or an algebraic expression. The degree of polynomial in one variable is the highest power of the variable in the algebraic expression. For example, in the equation 2x power 4 plus 6x minus 5 equals 20, the highest power of variable x is 4. How many variables are there in this equation? Only one, right? So, degree of equation is 4. Look at the next equation. 4y cube minus 5y plus 3 by y square equals 35. How many variables are there here? Only one, right? So, compare the powers of this variable. Here in the first term, we have the variable y with its power 3. Here the power is 1. Here the power is minus 2. So, the highest power of variable y is 3. Hence, the degree of equation is 3. For a multivariable polynomial, it is the highest sum of powers of different variables in any of the terms in the expression. For example, take this equation 11x plus 21xy minus 20y cube equal to 24xy. Here you have two variables, that is x and y. Right? Now, as you can see, the degree in the terms xy term, the power is 2 since x and y have their powers as 1. We need to add up the powers of these two variables to get the total exponent of this power. Now compare the powers of the equation. So the highest power of variable y is 3. Hence, the degree of equation is 3. Hope you have understood. Friends, now here you have the golden rule number 2. Linear equations are a type of equation that appear all over the place in math. The golden rule when solving these equations is that whenever you apply some operation to one side of the equation, you must also do the same thing to the other side. To solve an equation, we need the unknown letter on one side of the equal to sign and everything else on the other. So to do this, you need to collect like terms together on one side of the equal to sign with a process called collecting like terms, and rest of the other terms will be on the other side. So remember, only the unknown will be on one side, everything else will be on the other side. This is golden rule number 2. Friends, let us now try to understand what are linear equations. In the earlier sections, we have come across several algebraic expressions and equations. Some examples of expressions we have done so far were like 5x, 2x minus 3, right? 3x plus 2, etc. Some examples of equations are like 2x plus 3 equals 6, 5 plus 2y equal to 12, and so on. You remember that equations use the equality sign which is missing in the algebraic expressions. Of the given expressions, many have more than one variable. For example, we saw an expression which had x and y variables together. Right? We, however, restrict to expressions with only one variable when we form equations. Moreover, the expressions we use to form equations are linear. This means the highest power of variable appearing in the expression should be 1. Now look at the examples. 2x plus 3 equals 6. Here we have x as the variable and the power of x is 1. 5 plus 2y equal to 12. The variable here is y and the power of variable y is also 1. 6z minus 4 equal to 15. The power of variable z is also 1. So these are examples of linear equations. Yes, friends. So now we have come to the most important golden rule. Yes, rule number 3. Practice, practice and practice. Because we know practice makes a man perfect, right? If you practice solving algebraic equations, it will help you strengthen your math skills. Your concepts will become familiar to you and you will find it easier to manage algebra problems. As you practice, you will be able to master each formula. Some algebra problems may require extra research to get the right formula. Students will learn where they could find these formula and discover what else algebra has to offer. Excellent, right? So keep practicing is the golden rule number 3. Dear friends, we have come to the end of this presentation. We will be learning root of an equation, different methods to find the roots of an equation, and real life with linear equations in our next videos. As we have seen, linear equations use one or more variables where one variable is dependent on the other. Almost any situation in our day-to-day life where there is an unknown quantity can be represented by a linear equation, like figuring out income over time, calculating mileage rates, or predicting profit. Hey friends, I would love to share a beautiful example with you all where linear equations are put to use in our home, say in our kitchen. Any guesses? Keep guessing and watch Edspell Education.